Thinking of moving to Marietta, Georgia in 2021? This is the video for you then. What's up everybody? Welcome to Living in Georgia on YouTube. My name's Eric Berry with Fathom Realty, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and make sure that notification bell's on. That way you don't miss an upload. Now, whether you currently live in Georgia or looking to make a move to Georgia, you'll want to stay to the end of this video. That way you don't miss a thing. Now, as much as I love making these videos, I am a licensed agent in the state of Georgia, and I'd love to help you out with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, whatever it may be, my information's below. Call me, text me, email me. I've got you covered when you're looking to make a move in Georgia. So hey, let's get on to the video. So, while editing this video, I noticed I say Marietta a whole lot. I'm gonna try and fix that in the future videos where I don't say the city so much, but hey, on this one, let's do a drinking game. Every time I say Marietta, have a drink. So enjoy. So today we're gonna talk about Marietta, Georgia. Now, Marietta, Georgia is located just northwest of Atlanta, give or take about 15-minute drive, depending on what time of day it is. Marietta is the largest city in Cobb County of about 60,000 people, very diverse population. And that's just a small fraction of the 11 million people currently living in Georgia. Now, Marietta is a great place to move here to raise a family, or if you're living that single life, come and live the single life. There's going to be something for everybody. I do raise my family in Cobb County, Georgia, so I can tell you from personal experience, it's a great place to live in. Lots to do in Marietta, which we'll be covering in this video. So let's talk about real estate in Marietta, Georgia. Marietta, Georgia has a suburban rural mix feel of the homes here, the type of area it is. So you'll have areas where you'll have multifamily living, smaller homes, all the way up to the big homes, that suburban feel with neighborhoods and such. Now, the median price point for homes in Marietta is about $273,000, which is well over the $185,000 of the national average. Now, if you're looking to rent, average rentals range from about $1,048 compared to the nation's average of $949, so we're a little better off there. Still about 10% higher compared to the current price of rentals. Now, like I said, some people do like to move in, go ahead and rent for a little bit. Some people like to go ahead and put their money into an investment and buy a home. So as far as home values go here, they're always continuing to grow. Great opportunity to go ahead and buy a home in Marietta. Now, looking at those numbers, about 59% of people living here in Marietta, they do rent, and the other 41% do own their own homes. So there's a good mix of renters and homeowners. Now, like I said, that price point, it is $285,000 for the median home price, but there's something for everybody. The range can range from the low hundreds all the way up to the millions, and that's going to depend greatly on what side of Marietta you live on, whether you're north, south, east, west, closer to Atlanta, closer to the square. All that's going to be dependent on your price point. Now, there are condos, townhomes, single-family homes, multifamily homes, something for everybody. Like I said, you're not going to be able to not find a place here if you're looking to move to Marietta. Now, there are many different types of neighborhoods, like I said, which will cover a lot of the cost of living and the different neighborhoods to move to in future videos. So let's look at the amenities of living in Marietta. So there is so much to do in Marietta. There's no lack of shopping, eating, places to go, things to do, people to see, whatever it may be. There's going to be something for you and your family or just yourself. Restaurants, we have all the normal chains, but we have a lot of the independents, which me personally, I love going to the independent restaurants. It's always something where, I think people put a lot more into their food and into the restaurant when it's not the big national chains. The national chains, they all run the same stuff. You can go to any city and eat the same stuff. Whether you go to Chili's here in Georgia, you go to the Chili's up in North Carolina, you're gonna get the same food and experience. I like to go to those places to where it's different every time I go to it. In Marietta, a couple of the top restaurants here, which we won't get into too many of them. There's a ton of them out there, but I give you my top three that I do like when I do go out to that area of Marietta. Marietta Diner. If you can't find something there to eat, you're in the wrong place, because that menu is huge and there's something for everybody, and the food tastes great, and it is part of a larger food group, a local food group. The local food group does have other types of restaurants in their group, but Marietta Diner is always a great one to start off at if you're in Marietta eating. If you like barbecue, I got David Poe's Barbecue just outside the square. Great barbecue, but they're well known for their mac and cheese too. So what I like to do is get the mac and cheese, throw some barbecue pork on it, It's great. Get you a nice big cup of sweet tea also. Another one I like to go to, Rio's Bakery out on the east side of Marietta. If you like meat, this is another good one for you. It's kind of like, you ever been to the Brazilian steakhouses where the churrascos cut the meat off for you? This is kind of like that same concept, except it's not the big chain ones like Brasileiros or Fogo de Chao or Texas State Brazil. This one right here is a smaller independent that has a built-in bakery and a churrasco, so you can go get you some nice baked goods. They got their little salad bar, but then they got the meat, and they carry a lot of different meats here that are different than some of your normal ones. But Rio's, I love to go there too and check them out. If you're in this area here looking at it, checking out some houses, might be a good place to stop in to get some food at. Now shopping, we do have all the national chains here, so you'll get all that. Grocery stores, the big grocery stores around us, from like Kroger, Publix. We do have the Whole Foods, just like all the other major cities, but they're starting to pop up a lot more. We do have a couple of Sprouts in the area, but either way, you'll get a lot of your major national chains for grocery stores. When you're looking at some of the other shopping areas, we do have shopping centers everywhere. Two of the main ones that people do frequent a lot is going to be the Avenues, which you have the Avenues at East Cobb, you have the Avenues at West Cobb, and they're going to offer kind of like a premier mix of a lot of your national retailers, some of your more independent specialized places, and then also you got plenty of restaurants in there too to go and eat at while you do your shopping. So that's a good thing to do, is you go out there, go do your shopping, walking over to Ted's Montana Grill. It's a national chain, but hey, I do like Ted's Montana Grill. Now, eating and shopping, you do have the parks and recreation. So there's over 18 parks here in Marietta. So there's always gonna be something for you to do if you like to go out in nature, walk around, hit some hiking trails, take your dogs out, whatever it may be, go hiking with the family or just by yourself, get some exercise in. You got plenty of places to go do that in. Two of the top ones here, you do have the 25-acre Laurel Park, but then you also have the Monarch Butterfly Garden. That's a neat one to go check out if you're ever in the area, but something different than just your normal hiking trails. And if you got kids, there's tons of sports and recreation facilities around the area. Anything from soccer, baseball, football, tennis. They do have some of the indoor stuff where you can go play volleyball, racquetball, anything. There is no shortage of sports and activities for kids trying to get outside and get some exercise in. Even the adults, the hiking trails and the walking parks. There are also a lot of dog parks too. If you have a dog, you want to take your dog out to the dog parks. There's no shortage of that also in Marietta. Now, the last part of the amenities here, the school system. School system, I always talk about this, whether you're single or you got a family, it's always good to take a look at the school districts for resale value. But when you're in Marietta, you'll have Marietta City Schools and the Cobb County Schools. Both of them are great school districts. Getting your kids in there is going to be great for them wherever you're at. The Cobb County Schools are a little higher rated than the Marietta City Schools, but overall, still great schools to go put your kids in, or great schools for anyone looking to move a family in. If you buy a home, you're looking for resale value in the future. Now, crime and safety in Marietta, I'm going to go ahead and flash up the scores here. Right now, there is a C score here for Marietta. It's odd, but that just goes based off the numbers. I do feel that Marietta is a pretty safe place. I always recommend doing your research before you do make a move, if you are looking to make a move in this area. But overall, I do feel safe. I take my family out to the Marietta Square all the time. We go to all the local events. But overall, there's not a place I go to in Marietta where I don't feel safe. Employment in Marietta, the median household income is $55,000, comparable to the nation's average of $55,000 also. There are a lot of major employers in the Marietta area, but there's also a lot of them outside the Marietta area. But this video is about Marietta, so we'll talk about some of the key ones here. You got YKK Group. It is the world's largest manufacturer for zippers. We got them here in Marietta. They are a worldwide company that does manufacturing. Also got Beckert. It's a steel wires transformation manufacturer. They are a global company with headquarters in Belgium, but they have an office here. Wellstar Health System. They are based out of Metro Atlanta. It is one of the biggest employers out here in the area, but it's also where you go get your health care done at. So it is a pretty big employer of a lot of people in Marietta. Now, Cobb County School District, they're also one of the other big employers here in Marietta. Their main office is out in that side of town. So, like I said, there's a lot of people here working for the county with Cobb County school districts, and then also the Wellstar Group. So those are two of your biggest employers. Now, you also have Lockheed Martin has a office here in Marietta. Metro Building Supply is also a bigger employer. And then if you don't want to work in Marietta, you can always drive about 15 minutes, which could be about 45 minutes to an hour, down into Atlanta, or any of the surrounding cities. One of the notable mentions, Smyrna, right outside of Marietta in Cobb County. They are the headquarters for Home Depot out here. So, like I said, plenty of employment opportunities in the area. So it works out for you. Whatever you're looking for, you're going to have a place to work when you do come to Marietta, Georgia. Now let's talk about a fun one on the list. Traffic's bad everywhere if you're looking to get into the city. Most everybody these days are not commuting together, but it's starting to change with the whole COVID stuff going on. People are working from home, so your traffic's just going to be you walking from your bed to your fridge, your coffee, and back into your office. Traffic's a little light there, but if you're still getting out and working in the city, Marietta traffic, it's a little rough here between 6:30 and 9 in the morning, and then 4 and 6:30 at nights, and that's usually people kind of commuting back and forth between Atlanta or some of the surrounding cities. But like I said, you can time that, leave a little earlier getting to work, maybe leave out a little earlier getting home. It all depends on what your employer allows, but traffic can be managed. We do have rideshare programs, carpool people. There's lots of ways around that. We don't have the mass transportation system like some of these other major cities do. We do have the Cobb Link system, which will get you around town. It does take you towards the Atlanta area to where you can ride MARTA if you're trying to get into Atlanta. So it's a little bit of a system that takes some work and getting used to, but we do have that for mass transit. Now, living in Marietta, if you maybe work in the square or the surrounding areas, there are plenty of homes there, and you can work right in the area and walk around the area. But overall, you're going to need a car if you're living here in the Marietta area and you're having to drive around to work. Now, weather in Marietta, we do have all 4 seasons here in this area. So you're going to get some cold, hot, humid areas. You're going to see all 4 seasons throughout the year, and sometimes in the same day. I do love to wear shorts, and I'm usually always wearing shorts. So there's times where I can be cold in the mornings and I'm wearing shorts in the afternoon, or I'm wearing shorts all day long because I know about lunchtime it's going to be hot. So if you like crazy weather, we don't get really much snow. We don't really get much on the tornadoes or any of the bad stuff. It's pretty moderate and easy to deal with if you're living in this side of Georgia over in Marietta. Now the location, it's a great location. It is centralized right in the middle of Georgia, but the nice thing about it is you can go about 4 to 6 hours east and you got beaches. You can go 4 to 6 hours south and you got beaches. You can go about an hour to 2 hours north and you got the mountains. So if you want a place to where you don't have to live at the beach or live in the mountains, you can always take a vacation and go and spend time in those areas and still enjoy it. That's why I love this area, because I'm never too far from the beach or the mountains. So overall, great place to live. Like I said, whether you're raising a family or whether you're living a single life, there's always going to be something around you or in the area to do. But hey, overall, I love Marietta. I don't live in Marietta particularly. I live in Cobb County. I'm in Kennesaw, just outside of Marietta, but I always frequent Marietta, and it's a great place for anybody looking to move to. And like I said before, I'm a licensed agent here in the Georgia market. So if you're looking to move to Marietta, contact me below. My information's there. I'm here to help you out, and I'd love to work with you. So hey, we'll see you on the next one.